Sachs reveals it shorted Gulf of Mexico right before this happened.
Don't answer it.
If fear strikes your heart when the phone rings, knowing it may be another bill collector, it's time for you to call Zero Debt in 90 days. 800-477-9256. Settlements, bankruptcy, and attorneys are not the answer and may end up costing you up to 10 times more than necessary. Listen, if you're already in debt, does it make sense to get buried in another payment plan? Zero Debt in 90 days gets you out of debt in 90 days guaranteed, without a payment plan and without attorneys or going to court. Get the fastest relief from debt on the planet when you call 800-477-9256. If you have debt with the IRS, credit cards, student loans, or a foreclosure, we can help at Zero Debt in 90 days, and we are the only organization to provide written guarantees on the results. Go to ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. That's ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. Or call now for free information. 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256. Are you prepared? Well, you need to be hardcore prepared. There is a difference. To be hardcore prepared, equip yourself with the latest survival gear available at TactownGear.com. All Tactown gear has been field tested by Canadian and U.S. forces, so you know it's tough. What kind of gear? 72-hour survival kits as low as $55. Holsters for $21. Ankle holsters as low as $40. Flashlights, knives, binoculars, sleeping bags, boots, weapons, accessories, and much more available only at TactownGear.com. Order now and receive free shipping and a free gift on orders over $175. Need more? Receive free shipping, a free gift, and a 10% discount on orders over $250. Visit TactownGear.com right now for your preparedness needs. That's TACTownGear.com. TactownGear.com. Or call Tactown Gear at 418-844-9111. Again, that's 418-844-9111.
Gold. It's like nothing else on Earth. From the Romans through the Renaissance, from the Industrial Age to the Space Age, gold has weathered the test of time. For 6,000 years, gold has remained the ultimate store of wealth. According to the World Gold Council and the U.S. Mint, demand is at an all-time high. Stage is being set for the reemergence of gold as the common-sense alternative to a fiat paper currency that gets weaker every day. Midas Resources is proud to offer the hard-hitting report that arms you with the truth you need to protect you and your family from the Fed's plans for your hard-earned money. Don't gamble with your future. Call Midas Resources today and ask for your free copy of As Good as Gold. Call 1-800-686-2237 for the report the Fed hopes you'll never see. As Good as Gold can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. If you have ever thought about owning gold, you must read this report. Call Midas today at 800-686-2237.
They helped to create a new world order. We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything.
Okay, I'm going to continue with your calls. I'm going to then get into the latest on the economy. This $146 billion rescue package of U.S. and European taxpayers are paying for in Greece is not a rescue package. It's money to Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, and others on bets they made on derivatives. And, of course, they'll get even bigger record bonuses and laugh at you and make jokes, and Obama will make jokes about it. That's coming up in the next segment, the disgusting behavior of Barry Soetoro, a.k.a. Barack Obama, at this commencement speech and at the press dinner over the weekend. Let's talk to Tim in Michigan. Tim, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again, buddy. Listen, we unknowingly both have, I believe, have the key to, who this Fed was. And I tried to share this information.
Well, listen. The average listener that just tuned in doesn't know what you're talking about. AP reports the federal judge has ordered the release on bail of the Hatari militia and is saying in their ruling that it does look like it may have just been free speech, and this was all just hype. They weren't planning to attack anybody. Go ahead.
Exactly. Thank you. And you know what? I actually got a chill when you put that on the air because I said justice sometimes does work for the people. And just them letting them out on their own recognizance, although they're watching them, very carefully.
Yeah, the judge is seeing the evidence that for a year and a half there was an FBI agent and informant in there, 9 members, 2 of them are feds, provocateuring them. He gives some speech saying there may come a time we've got to fight the government. Well, I mean, who isn't saying that? I mean, the government's completely out of control.
Exactly.
And so you... Go ahead.
All right, anyway, I just wanted to say a couple things. I want to be really careful so that this information doesn't get, misconstrued between the two of us. I still have all the articles. What happened was how I feel that this Thomas Payetek character is the inside Fed. Once we both noticed the difference in his skin tone, and he didn't even look like them. But what happened is my girlfriend and I had I had talked to you earlier in the show one day, and you had spoke about an article that the Wall Street Journal had put out specifically on this Payetek character, and they referred to some cooperating witness. Now, what happened was, Alex, is I went back in my history because I said, yeah, that's the article, and there was something weird about it. It was real vague. We didn't know if they were talking about him or somebody else. Now, I don't know if you remember that article, but you read it. Now,
yeah, I remember.
What happened was I clicked back in my history, and I found that the article had been completely washed, and it was changed. I clicked on my history. It said,
no, I noticed that. It's out there in our stacks because we keep the articles for a few years in big boxes. That the Wall Street Journal had said that, and then it had changed. But then weeks later, it did come out that they did have the informants in there provocateuring them, but didn't say the name. I had noticed because I'd reprinted it. And I was like, it's the same headline, but where's that other article? It said something different. I noticed the same thing.
And if you notice, underneath the washed article, the second article that was in later that day, underneath it says European Press Photo Agency. That's not a mugshot. And then there was only one little paragraph about him.
That's right. It said that he was in another state now, and it wasn't even a mugshot. He wasn't in the regular mugshots, and I said, I bet he's the one. We don't know, but out of 9, one's an FBI agent, one's an informant. We've got to get on this. We've got to research it. This is a big break, though. In fact, pull up the AP article for folks that the judge said, look, I'm releasing these people. But again, it gave the feds what they needed. These announcements that the Tea Party militia people are going to kill cops so they can then go to the cops. Look how the media lies and says I'm calling for cop killing when I'm calling for the opposite. But then when illegal aliens are doing it, they cover it up. I appreciate your call, Tim. Let's talk to George in Connecticut. George, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, why can't we get look, if we deprive them of the banks, that's basically the funds that they're running all these criminal activities at. They're running all sorts of drug money through that. You're talking about through Afghanistan. What do you think? Citibank, half their money is practically drug money. Chase
well,
Bank,
it's now admitted that our troops are there to help. They actually help grow the opium. Now, I'd already been told that by countless troops, and it's now in Reuters, New York Times, and Fox, but they say it's good. We have to grow the opium because if we don't grow it, Al-Qaeda will, and they'll get the money. No, if you decriminalize it, then nobody gets the money, and that's why they won't decriminalize it because they're shipping that stuff in here.
Why don't we use RICO and use, I can't remember the particular legal term, but you can sue as if you're the king. There's a particular statute that goes back to common law. If the state doesn't go after a criminal, you can go after the criminal as the king.
They've just got so many corrupt judges. We need to have the grand juries. Ron Paul has said state grand juries need to indict Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan. They need to. Ron Paul gave a speech a month and a half ago saying the CIA ships the drugs in. We've had a coup d'etat in America. The government is criminal and is non-existent. They're running IRS TV ads saying we're watching you. We're going to take everything you've got. We're Big Brother. They are a bunch of rogue thugs trying to intimidate us, basically with a gun to our head.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember,